Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. We once again have Caitlin McConnell from the blog Ozarks Alive, and today we are retelling stories of the past. We often hear that journalism is the rough draft of history, and this is an example of that. Caitlin, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So I thought this was very interesting, and because you're literally retelling a story that you found in the paper from 1936? Yes,
yeah.
That's when it was. So tell me about how you found this story in the first place.
Well, it's really, it's fun for me when I go to like local history museums and libraries and stuff to look through their archives and see what they've collected, even if it's microfilm or even just in scrapbook form. And so that's kind of what happened a few weeks ago when I was at the Webster County Historical Museum, which is actually where I'm from originally, so I've spent a lot of time there. But one thing I had never found was this scrapbook I discovered that had newspaper clippings in it from different things that had happened in the county's history. And one of the things that jumped out at me was this clipping that said something like "Save School Children," and it had this woman's picture beneath it. And I thought, well, I don't know what this is, I haven't heard of it before. And so I started reading it. And it turned out that there was a teacher back in the 1930s, 1936, like we said, who ended up saving her entire rural schoolhouse full of kids from a tornado that came through. And I'd heard of the tornado, but I'd never heard of this instance. And so it was one of those things where I read it and I'm like, I just have to learn more about the situation.
Yeah, because this was a pretty major tornado. A few people died, I believe 18 were injured, and many buildings were destroyed, including that schoolhouse that was destroyed. But she had this idea, which it's surprising to think about. As I was reading your article about the article, she told the kids, let's go outside and lay on the ground, because she said she had this feeling that something was about to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could call it divine intervention or intuition or whatever you call it. Just all of a sudden she felt like there's something that's going to happen, and just get out, and just yelled at them to get out. And they all went out. You can think these were all kids below 8th grade. The school didn't go through high school. So can you imagine however many there were? I think 17 kids, all under the age of 12 or 13, who she managed to get out and lay on the ground without moving in a way that saved their lives. I mean, the schoolhouse was completely obliterated when the tornado came through. I mean, and apparently from the recounts I read, it happened like seconds after they got on the ground, because one kid almost lifted off the ground as they were going down.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine.
Yeah, and as you wrote, she said she struggled a little bit to get on the ground herself when she had all the kids outside. And this was covered in the local paper, the one you found, and covered also across the country, and even made it to Canada. And
the thing I thought was interesting too was it was in a paper in Hawaii, which of course Hawaii wasn't in part of the United States whenever this happened, so it was still technically foreign there too. But it quickly went across the country. I mean, it was, I think, some of the papers that covered it, Springfield paper were AP probably, and that's kind of went on the wire from there, but just all over the country. And there were editorials thanking her, that she was a representation of what teachers should be. And it was all within just a few days. I mean, you went from being a rural school teacher in Webster County, Missouri, who, probably mainly the people around where you live, and then suddenly you're a national celebrity in a way.
Yeah. And thinking that the school was destroyed, they probably wouldn't have made it if they hadn't made it outside and safely. And we checked with our meteorologist, Jamie Warner, and he said, if you have no other option, you want to find the lowest part of if you're outside to be safe from a tornado. So I had to double check that with the expert. What else do you know about Miss Rader, who then got married and became Miss Cook? Yeah, and she moved away for a while and then came back to Webster County. What happened after that?
That's still something I want to learn more about. It was interesting with this particular subject. I thought that there were some of her family members still around. After reading her obituary, I could kind of see that those names were still people around this area, but I wasn't able to make contact with them before the story went up. And so I'm still hoping to maybe do some kind of follow-up about this lady from some of her descendants. But yeah, from what I can tell, she moved away when she got married, was gone the majority of her life, but did eventually move back to Lockwood, which is also another town where there are a lot of Raiders at as well. But then did, for the final years of her life, come back to Webster County and was there for a number of years until she died, I think, in 2002. So made kind of a full circle there. Another kind of missing piece I'd like to find out what happened to was, there was an article I read from the late 80s where she had lost a commemorative piece of wood that was given to her in thanks for saving these children's lives. And it was a piece of wood from the school, and it had all the kids' names on it. And I don't know the details of the circumstance, but she somehow she had taken it somewhere, and it had flown off her car, like she'd set it on the top of her car or something, and it had gotten lost, and she wanted to see if people could help her find it. And I kind of wondered, did she ever find that board? Yeah. And is it still in her family, or is it at large even today? So hopefully we can learn more. You
also have a little bit of a history with the Webster County Museum, where you found this story. You said you grew up going there and searching through things on Sundays.
That's right.
This is just one of the ways you find these stories, you know, through your research or driving around. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
You know, honestly, I find a lot of stories in 3 different ways. You know, like you said, driving around is one, just literally going down roads I've never been on before to see if there's something that kind of grabs my attention. Word of mouth is another way, you know, just having people suggest stories, and museums and libraries is another one. You know, whether it is looking through books or scrapbooks that people have compiled. I mean, that's a huge thing. At the Webster County Museum, they have for many years had a lady who would cut out newspaper clippings of different things, even from current papers, and kind of categorize them based on topic and different things. So it's kind of a searchable guide to different topics. And that's one way the newspapers are really valuable. Also microfilm, just looking through them in their entirety is really a good way to find story ideas too.
And how much you can learn from one article
That's
from
right.
1936. So much history there. And if you want to read Caitlin's original article, it is on ozarksalive.com. Caitlin, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
All right, we'll be right back with more right here on Ozarks Fox.